How would you like me to personally show you how to get 100% funding, 7% interest, including your rehab costs, in less than 24 hours without any down payment, any points, using your own credit, or any monthly payments for usually 12 months or more for free? Hi, my name is P. James Holland, founder of Real Estate CPR, and I am looking for a dream client that I can bring in massive windfalls for in their real estate business. If you're that client, I will personally work with you one on one in your business to help you double, triple, or maybe even quadruple your revenue for the next 12 months. You pay nothing out of pocket ever. Here's why. The first thing I'm going to do for you is personally help you create a strategic plan to bring in immediate funding for your projects. There's no charge for this, and it only takes about 45 to 60 minutes for us to do this together. After doing this type of thing for almost 14 years straight, I've gotten pretty good at getting fast results. Anyway, I'll even do most of the heavy lifting for you, telling you exactly what to send, how to position your project, and how to get access to an unlimited amount of money as well. At the end of this initial planning session, one of three things will happen. One, you'll love the plan and decide to implement it on your own. If this is the case, I'll wish you the best of luck and ask you to keep in touch with me and let me know how you're doing. Maybe even partner on some projects in the future. Two, you'll love the plan and ask to become my client so I can personally help you execute, maximize, and profit from it ASAP. If that's the case, we'll knock it out of the park. And that's a promise. I've never had a client leave, and I'm pretty sure they're not sticking around because of my good looks. Three, in the unlikely and unprecedented event that you feel like you've wasted your time, I'll send you $400 of the payment immediately, no questions asked. Your time is most valuable asset you have, and I respect that. It really is that simple, and there's no catch. Think about this. The worst that can happen is you get $400 for wasting 45 to 60 minutes of your time. The best that can happen is we work together one on one to get you unlimited access to funds available within 24 hours of presenting your project so you can profit several times over. That's why this is the coolest thing to free money you'll ever see. Here's how it'll work. First, we get on the phone one on one and we go over your business. I'll take a look at what you got, what you're doing, and what you want to achieve going forward. Once we have those raw materials, I will help you come up with a strategic plan of action to immediately begin to attract the right kind of funding. No hard money, no banks, no credit, no payments until the asset is sold, no points. Purely asset based funding. There are a number of ways I might do this for you. So, does that sound like something you may benefit from? For example, I might show you how to restructure your offer for a better price point so that it is a no-brainer for these untapped sources to say yes to all of your projects and have the cash you need within days over and over again. And like I said, there's no charge for this initial call. So why would I offer this? Well, there's two reasons. First of all, I enjoy it. This type of thing is what I do best, and it makes me very, very happy to see someone achieve financial success and all that comes with it as a result of the help I give them. Second of all, it's how I attract consultant clients. Here's how that works. Assuming you're happy and you want me to crank out my 8-week plan to all the funds you could ever need, you'll probably want to continue working together long term so I can help you implement it. If this is the case, I might invite you to become a consulting client. My fee is typically $9,997 for full access to the 8-week program and the option to partner with me on the project. But if you think about it, it really doesn't cost you anything. Also, these terms are on a case by case basis. They are always negotiable depending on the scope and size of your project. Maybe less, could be more. Why do I enjoy this so much and why does this cost you nothing up front? Because I expect you to make much more than the $9,997 on your first project and be able to pull that much out in cash at closing within the first month. And if we keep working together over the next 12 months, I'm confident I can double your entire business at a minimum. Actually, I can give you a plan to make more than the $9,997 during our first conversation, which is absolutely free. So you'll see the value by the time we hang up the phone without ever spending a dime. And look, if you don't want to become a client, don't worry about it. You won't get any sales pitch or pressure from me or any kind ever. In fact, here's my giant balls promise to you. You find our conversation to be incredibly valuable, or I pay you $400 immediately to compensate you for your time. Now, obviously, this is an amazing offer which you probably never see from any other real estate guru in the world. Think about it. I'm personally generating a profit plan for you upfront for free and then letting you pay me later if and only if you decide to work together long term. Plus, I'm taking it one bold step further by guaranteeing you'll find this free plan immensely valuable, or I'll pay you $400 just for wasting your time. Just tell me and it's yours, no questions asked. Who else would do that? Nobody. Guaranteed. But I'm happy to put it on the line like this because my consulting clients always stay with me and send in great feedback and report great results. Period. Every single one of them. After all, I'm the highest paid direct response real estate funding consultant and investor on the planet for a reason. My stuff works, and I know that if we work together, you'll be thrilled with the results we get in your business. Consider this. Over the past 6 years, I've spent over $100,000 in courses and personal mentoring for myself and my private clients. I've been personally trained by celebrity entrepreneurs like Tony Robbins, best-selling authors like Neil Strauss, television personalities like Stan Merrill, Dean Graziosi, Ron LeGrand, Hy Lopez, David Lindahl, Gary Keller, Rich Dad Seminars, Richard Roop, Dean Jackson, been to the Rich Jerk Seminars, read all of Robert Allen's books and programs, and just about every other real estate guru you can name. Anyway, as you can imagine, I get a lot of interest from this letter, and that's why I need you to read this part carefully. This is not for everybody. Here's who I can help. I'm very picky about who I'll speak with, and I've got a strict but reasonable set of criteria that needs to be met in order for us to proceed. Here it is. 1. You have to have a solid business already. This offer is for people who are up and running already and simply want to run a lot faster and a lot farther. We need some sort of momentum already going in the right direction to feed off of. Coming from a dead stop or zero real estate knowledge at all just won't cut it. 2. You must have a steady flow of leads or projects to fund. This means that you're getting consistent sellers or deals to consider making offers on already and immediately. So that means you're either running ads, you're promoting, you're networking yourself, your business, in one way or another. You have deals coming across your table and things that can move on that have positive ROI that we can take advantage of right away or know how to and within a reasonable amount of time. You don't have to be everywhere or huge. You just need to be present in your market. 3. You must have a budget. Doesn't really need to be that big, just funds available when needed. Finally, size actually does matter. 4. You must have a good solid reputation. Everything we do together will not only be bringing you more funding than you could ever use at terms you won't find anywhere else, but we'll be doing it in a way that creates massive goodwill in your market. And in order for us to do that, you need to have your act together. In other words, nothing shady shows up when I Google your name. 5. You must follow directions. Don't worry, I won't ask you to do anything weird. After all, if you don't actually implement the stuff I give you, neither one of us will make any money. So that's it. Those are all my requirements. Here's what I want you to do next. If you meet the criteria above and you would like to talk to me personally about getting you endless instant funding for your deals, then I'll happily set aside some time for you. Here's how the process works. First, you need to fill out the application. Don't worry, it is simple and unobtrusive. I just need to know what kind of projects you're working on and get an idea of what you want to accomplish and so forth. I'm also going to ask for a real person deposit of $197. Don't worry, I could care less about your $197. I'm just using it as a filter to keep the time vampires at bay. I'll give it back right after we hang up, unless I take you as a client, and in that case, I'll apply it to the balance. Here's what will happen after that. Once I get your real person deposit and your application, you'll be directed to my calendar to set up a time for us to talk. Our initial call would be between 45 and 60 minutes. This is where we will really begin working to figure out exactly what you want and how to make it happen. I'll painstakingly review your goals, your projects, and so forth, and I'll deliver a plan to bring in money immediately. If you see the value in becoming a high level client, great, we can talk about it. If you don't want to become a client or join any of the programs, that's okay too. I'll return your deposit as soon as we hang up. No big deal. And if you tell me I've wasted your time, I'll give you double your deposit back immediately. So you literally can't lose. By the way, I've never had anyone feel like their time was wasted. Ever. That's why I can make this offer. I deliver. Would anyone else take such a risk? Anyway, warning, time is a factor. This opportunity is extremely limited because of the intense one on one time needed in order to provide you with results and the amount of requests I get and the amount of time I can allocate for booking and the slots. Therefore, it is physically impossible for me to work with more than a handful of people at a time. Also, you should realize there is a very large demand for personal one on one help from me, and what I'm offering to you is unprecedented. So, with that said, know that the window of opportunity won't be open long. If you feel like this is right for you, click below and leave your application, and let's talk.